Welcome back, everybody, and we are back here, and obviously we just end up with a dominant performance, winning our second straight Super Bowl. And like I said at the end of the video, if you missed it, if you did not see the end, we are moving on from this Panthers team, and we're going to continue with a new team here in the same franchise. So it'll be year 5, but just now with a new team. And really looking back at this franchise, it has been fantastic. Chose the Panthers as, I just thought they were, obviously a cool franchise, a team that's never won a Super Bowl, so that's always a great idea. Love going with teams that have never won. That's always fantastic. Tried to get Cam the Super Bowl, it just didn't work out in our favor. But really, this team that I've built, this might be one of the best jobs I've done in Madden. It is fantastic. This team is dominant. 91 overall for both offense and defense. There's not even a team. If you look at the ratings, if I go in there for every other team, I think the next one is like an 85. Nobody's even close. That really explains why we've been dominating teams. So with that, I've just decided that's probably it. We've done everything we can with this Panthers team. We're going to move on. We've left them in a really fantastic shape. There's no doubt about that. We're going to move on to a team. So the decisions that I've made here. So I had a few criteria. So I went across the 4 seasons here, looked up the records of the teams I was thinking of. So a couple of people said the Vikings. Obviously, they have been a struggling franchise. 31-33 has been their record so far in this franchise. They've only made the playoffs once. They've never won a division. So that was an opportunity. They've never won the Super Bowl. The Bills, another team that's never won a Super Bowl. They have been 28-36 in this franchise, 1 division championship, and they've got to a conference championship. Okay, so there was an option. Arizona with Kyler Murray, they've actually been not too bad. 34-30, won 2 division titles and 1 conference championship. And they're right now an 80 overall, so not too bad there. The Chiefs with Pat Mahomes was really an option. Obviously, with Pat Mahomes, the Chiefs have been 31-32. They've won 1 division, 1 playoff. That is it. Let's see who else we got here. Giants with Saquon Barkley, people were talking, but they've been good. The Raiders were actually one of the worst at 22-42, have yet to make the playoffs in this franchise, but they're pretty good at 81-81 and have won a Super Bowl. But as you can see here, this is the team we're going with. The Detroit Lions, 26-38, have yet to make the playoffs in this franchise and have never even been to a Super Bowl. They're a 76 overall. They have an aging quarterback. They need to be rebuilt. That's who we're going with, the Detroit Lions. That is the pick, and really this will be an absolute fantastic thing. I can't wait. Yeah, this franchise has never been to a Super Bowl. They have not even made the playoffs so far in this franchise alone, so perfect fit, I think. Obviously, we're staying in the NFC, but I think this will be a fun one here. We're going to be the owner, because I'll show you why here in a little bit later on. So, yeah, Matthew Stafford, now 35 years old. He's gone down to a 72 overall. 72 overall. He'll have to be re-signed, but I'm going to tell you guys right now, this team has not done anything. They have not won anything. We're going to totally rebuild this team as much as I possibly can. We're going to, it's not even going to be just through the draft. We'll spend money through free agency. We're going to be a little bit different than Detroit ownership has ever been. We're going to go through this and do what we can to put a winner on the Detroit field. A fan base that wants a winner. They would, they deserve to have a winning team. So if any Lions fans out there right now watching this franchise, I'm going to do everything I can here to bring a Super Bowl, just like I did to Carolina. We're going to try everything we can to bring a Super Bowl to this Detroit franchise and finally get them a Lombardi trophy. That is the goal right now. So hopefully we can get it done. Darius Slay Jr., obviously this will be the 5th year coming into this franchise. He's 32 years old. I think we hang on to Slay Jr. I think he'll be fine for right now. We'll have to look more down the road for replacing him, but right now we're not going to do anything. So we head into the offseason. We go to the re-signing period. I'm not going to be bringing back anybody, and we're going to make some trades here in a minute too. We're going to try to stockpile some draft picks, and we'll see looking into free agency. Hopefully there is something decent on the free agent market that we can at least bring in. Obviously, quarterback is going to be number 1. Really the whole team, but quarterback we'll look at. So before we start free agency, we start Haven't looked at it yet. We'll take a look at it, but let's take a look at retirements. See if anybody big. Linval Joseph, Cameron Hayward retires. Everson Griffin is gone. Ben Jones. Man, the offensive line for the Titans just got hit hard with Saffold gone as well. Sherman retires as a Charger. A.J. Green and Geno Atkins, those two-time big-time players for the Bengals, they are gone. Chris Gamble, there you go. He ends up retiring, and John Gruden retires as well. But here we go. It's trade time. So everybody's pretty much on the market, except I think I'm going to keep Slay. But Trey Flowers, 30 years old. The regression's obviously going to hit. There is just no reason to really keep on to him. We're going to send him and Kiki Kuti in a 4th-round pick to the Raiders for the 1st-round pick and then a 4th-round pick. Then we're going to send Kenny Golladay to the Rams for Justin Jefferson in a 5th-round pick. Next trade, Kerryon Johnson to the Chiefs for a 2nd-round pick this year. Then Mike Daniels will get rid of that contract, send him to the Jets for a 5th-round pick. And then lastly, let's look at the salaries here, just trying to create as much cap space as possible. We're probably going to take some cap hits here with dead money penalties, but just get these guys off the roster. Going to free up some space, but he'll be gone off the books next year. And then same thing here with Quandre Diggs. I think we'll do the same. Get him off the book. He's 30 years old. Just a normal development. We're going to try to rebuild whatever we can. So they are gone. Some massive trades. Guys gone. We've cleaned up so much salary cap. And now we can head into free agency. Taking a look at this team. Offensively, I mean, we got Justin Jefferson. Walt Bryant, the quarterback. He's a normal development. He's only his first year. 75 overall. So he's not too bad. We really could think about getting, hopefully trying to develop him. But I think right now we'll keep him as a backup. We're going to try to get in a new starting quarterback here into Detroit. Other than that, traded for Justin Jefferson. We got Hawkinson, the tight end. Offensive line is not the greatest. We need some help big time. As you see, Jefferson now in his 3rd year out of LSU. Star development. Guy's good with speed. Got to work on catching traffic. But still, we can help build him up there. He's only 24 years old. You can see offensive line, not good. As the defense, same thing. We got 2 decent middle linebackers, Solomon Kraft. They drafted a few years ago. Now his 2nd year out of Auburn. He is a star development. Looks pretty good. So we have a solid middle linebacker there. So that is good to see. Obviously he has a couple upgrades, so that's good to see. I think we'll go pass coverage here for this first upgrade. And that'll put him up 1 acceleration, 1 man coverage, 1 zone coverage. And I think I think we'll do field general. Try to get him up to a scheme fit. So at least he's an 80 overall going into his 2nd year. So that is great. Plus 3 zone coverage will really help out for sure. Yeah. Defense, we don't even have a strong safety, so we'll need that. Larry Sutherland, he's in his 3rd year, so at least we got a good young corner. Got to work on his zone coverage, but speed is outstanding. 95 speed, good agility, good in man coverage, so that's good. So we'll just continue to work out on him. Deshaun Hand, now it'll be his 6th year out of Alabama, star development, 81 overall, not too bad. But yeah, he'll be still here for right now. Not going to get rid of him. We can't get rid of everybody, but we need an outside linebacker. We need safety, probably need another corner. So possibly another end. So that's what we're looking at here. Tracy Walker will stay right now, free safety for now, 77 overall, star development, not too bad. He's okay, but it works out for right now. And we can head into free agency now. So let's see who are the free agents out there. Everybody, I'm willing to go get pretty much everybody here. Quarterback, running back, maybe receiver, outside linebacker, offensive line. And look at this! Ezekiel Elliott, Odell Beckham Jr., J.J. Watt, Bobby Wagner, Brandon Cooks, Montez Sweat. This might be one of the craziest free agencies I've ever seen. Ezekiel Elliott, he broke the rushing record. He won the MVP. He now does not re-sign with the Cowboys, and he's gone. Earl Thomas, he's aging. Chris Harris, aging, but still. Traquan Smith, not too bad. This is a really good Jameis Winston. Joe Burrow was a backup with Dallas. Man, that is maybe a top target there. That could be your quarterback. Joe Burrow out of LSU. In real life, probably going to win the Heisman this year. Maybe win a national championship. Man, that could be the pick. Could be a nice pickup there. This is a really solid free agent. Sometimes you don't see really good free agents at all. A.J. Brown, not too bad there as well. So let's go over it. Let's take a look. Oh, man, I want Zeke. This is a for sure thing for me. I love the run game. And obviously, we're going to bring in a young quarterback. And what helps out a young quarterback? When you run that football. And to bring in a guy, I know he's 28 years old, so I know the regression will probably hit within a couple years, maybe 2-3 years. I don't care. We're going to try to bring in Ezekiel Elliott. We're going to offer him about $71 million over 5 years. Let's try to bring him in. This is crazy. Absolutely cannot believe that. Odell Beckham Jr., he's 30 years old. I know everybody out there is going to be like, sign him, bring him in. Bring in OBJ. You know, he could be fantastic. I just think right now at the age, I'd rather bring in Ezekiel Elliott at that age at 28 than bring in Beckham at 30. He's fantastic, obviously, but I'd rather just get some younger receivers. So I think Beckham Jr. we're not going to try to bring in. We're going to go more for a guy like, A.J. Brown. I mean, he's not too bad of a receiver. I know he's only a normal development, but he's a solid receiver, and he's young. And same with DJ Shark, 26 years old. But I think what we're going to do is I think we're going to go with DJ Shark. Obviously, we had him last year in Carolina for the preseason. We ended up trading him away, but I think we're going to sign him here. Try to sign him to a 3-year deal. He's only 26 years old in his 5th year. I like his size, his speed. Obviously, in real life, I think he would be a lot better than that. Normal development, but hopefully we can make that change. Maybe, who knows, with a dev upgrade. We're going to go to a tight end. We need a backup tight end. Jake Butt kind of fits that. Michigan, so obviously going to Troy home. Going back home, play for the team there. So Jake Butt, we'll try to sign him up there to a 3-year deal. Continue to move on. Take a look around free agency. Let's see what we got offensive line-wise. Is there anything? Villanueva is there, but he's 34 years old. Not too good. Kelechi Assembly, looks like offensive line is not good. We're going to have to go to the draft for that. I'm not really seeing a whole lot. There's guys there, but I don't know. I don't really want to spend money there. J.J. Watt, obviously, we would need end, but same thing. Just no reason bringing him in. We'll see where he goes. Frank Clark and Justin Houston, I don't think so as either. See if there's anybody down here maybe we can bring in. Melvin Ingram, possibly. Oh, Chase Vinovich. So the Panthers did not re-sign him. I liked him when we brought him over from Carolina. I really enjoyed him. He's only 27 years old. Another Michigan guy, star development. Why not? Bring him over a 3-year deal. And he'll actually get a lot more playing time here than we did in Carolina. When that defensive line was just absolutely, it's just so many guys. Outside linebacker, we do need, looks like middle linebacker is good to go. See anybody there? Humphrey, who just destroyed us, I think, all the time in New Orleans. He just absolutely killed us. Yeah, Bobby Wagner there. Let's take a look. Sean Dion Hamilton. Actually, Blake Cashman, obviously. With his speed and coverage ability, yeah, he's 90 speed. He's got 73 zone coverage. I think we can move him to outside linebacker. So he's obviously got middle linebacker now. Was formerly with the Jets. Let's try to sign him to a 3-year deal. Pretty cheap. We can move him to the outside linebacker. With his coverage skills and speed, I think he would move up for sure. So that could be a signing. Montez Sweat is an interesting one. I'm spending big money. I'm going to spend big money hopefully getting Ezekiel Elliott. Hopefully, we'll see. Hopefully he decides to sign. And then we're going to try to get, the last one here is going to be Joe Burrow. So that is going to be a lot of money. So we'll see what happens here. So I'm just trying to kind of distribute the money. I don't want to go crazy here. Looking at maybe a third corner because we got Slay and Sutherland. Looking through the list here. Maybe we go with Levi Wallace, former Bill. We got him with Carolina. He performed very well. His coverage isn't too bad. It's okay, but as a third corner, that's pretty good. So maybe we sign a 1-year deal here with Levi Wallace. Safety possibly could kick the tires on maybe like Earl Thomas, but I think maybe I'll look more to the draft for safety. Definitely seem to have luck in franchises with drafting safeties, that is for sure. So I think, right now, not really concerned with signing any of these guys. Chuck Clark, not too bad. Jaquiski Tartt, getting up there in age, but nobody there. I think we'll go to the draft. So, this is the big one other Ezekiel Elliott. Jameis Winston, I mean, he had a pretty good year. I'll give him credit. I think he only had like 7 or 8 interceptions. I mean, can't go wrong. Derek Carr is sitting there as well. So maybe, you sign Carr and draft. But if we can get Joe Burrow, we don't have to worry about drafting a quarterback because here's your quarterback. So here we go. Look at this offer. Ooh. But it's a quarterback. So star development. He's 80 overall. He got minimal playing time. Obviously sitting behind Dak Prescott. Didn't get anything. 5 years, $125 million. Let's see where this puts us. This puts us a point behind Cincinnati. So still not there. So we're going to have to up it a little bit. This is going to be $20 million a year. Up to 127. That puts us tied with Cincinnati at 94 points. So let's see if we can get it up a little bit more. Up the bonus a little bit, up to 128 million. And then, no. Still at 94 points. Going to have to up it a little bit more. Man, because you got to be, I mean, just because you're ahead of them doesn't mean you're going to get them. And look at this. We can't get it any further than that. That is the highest it'll go. Are you kidding me? Wow. We exceed the league maximum. So we're going to have to stick with the offer we got. Tied with the Bengals, who, oh man, that is crazy. I've never seen that before. So those are the deals we got going on right now. We'll see if we can get the job done on Burrow. Hopefully with Elliott. If we can get both those guys, this franchise is just absolutely turned around. So here we go. We're simming, and let's get to stage number 2. Did we get any of them? We got Ezekiel Elliott. He is signed. Unbelievable. The MVP of the league is now in Detroit, and Joe Burrow's rejected. Joe Burrow will not be the quarterback of this Detroit Lions team. Man, we just couldn't up anymore. But everybody else is signed. That is fantastic. And Ezekiel Elliott, unbelievable. He leaves Dallas and his Super Bowl and his MVP year, I should say. And he's now part of the Detroit Lions. Wow, that is fantastic. I cannot believe this. That is a big, huge signing. Blake Cashman will move him an outside linebacker, so he is there. I think he goes up to a 76 overall, but you can take a look at Odell Beckham Jr. now going to Cincinnati, maybe even J.J. Watt. I'll have to see if Joe Burrow, we'll wait till the end of free agency, because if Joe Burrow now is in Cincinnati and then he give OBJ, obviously trying to get revenge on the Browns, that would be interesting. Winston maybe to now our division rivals, the Vikings. Trying to see if there's anybody else really on our list here that we're going to think of. Going through the list, Patrick Peterson just sitting there. A.J. Brown going to, looks like Arizona. Shaheen, the tight end. But we got Jake Butts, so don't really have to do anything. Nobody for Gordon. But I think we need a punter. Yeah, we don't have any punters on the roster, so Richard Stevens looked good. Just a one-year deal. Let's see who else. So, man, we didn't get... Did we go with Carr? We don't go with... I'm not giving Winston that big of a deal. You can forget about that. Justice Hill. I like Justice Hill. I'm not sure what the backup Cole there could be. I mean, Bryce Love is here as well. 92 speed, 91 acceleration. Good carrying at 87. Justice Hill. He's only 25 years old. Better carrying, better speed. Good agility. I think could be a nice... I love having double running backs, so I think Justice Hill's a guy we offer a deal here. 3-year deal. He's only 25 years old. Backup Zeke. So we'll offer Justice Hill a deal here. Hopefully we can have him there. And then let's just sim ahead to the next week. So DJ Shark ended up accepting the deal, and then Justice Hill punter accepts. So we got 3 of those guys there, and I think that'll put us through free agency. So, man, what a huge free agency. That is crazy getting Ezekiel Elliott. Let's take a look at the league signings. Odell Beckham Jr. goes to the Bengals. J.J. Watt is going to end up going to the Falcons. Bobby Wagner goes to the Steelers. Wow, Pittsburgh. Cooks goes to the Titans. Montez Sweat goes to Arizona. Hill's going to go to the Broncos. Joyner to the Rams. Frank Clark goes to the Cowboys. Sandwich to the Raiders. Let's see where Joe Burrow went here. So the Bengals were top on his list. Obviously didn't go to us. Where did he go? Traquan Smith to the Eagles. Jameis Winston does go to the Vikings, and Joe Burrow goes to the Broncos. So doesn't go to Cincinnati. He goes to the Broncos and Denver. So what does that mean for Cam Newton? I guess Cam Newton is going to be gone there from Denver. So that is a big signing for the Broncos. Looks like they have their quarterback of the future and the quarterback for now as well. So Joe Burrow, we'll see what he does in Denver. We'll have to follow what he does. A.J. Brown goes to the Cardinals. And just keep going down the list here. Anybody else crazy? Justin Houston goes to the Saints. Kenny Young to the Eagles. And Quandre Diggs went up signing with the Patriots. And Reuben Foster goes with the Panthers, our former team. So taking a look at the draft picks. We got 2 top 11 picks. We got 2 2s, a 3rd, a 4th. We got 3 5s, a 6, and a 7. So we got a lot of draft capital here to do some work here in this draft, trying to continue to rebuild this team. Obviously, with 2 top picks, we're going to look for a quarterback. There's no doubt about that. I think that's really the list right now. Go QB. QB, I would say, would be number 1, obviously. Then I think offensive line. I don't know. Safety, I mean, maybe safeties too. I think safeties too after QB, then O-line, then maybe another corner / maybe linebacker, and then possibly wide receiver help as well. But yeah, we need another outside linebacker. We need a safety for sure. I was thinking about you Tyvi, if you that's how I pronounce it, to outside linebacker, but his coverage skills are just not there. Maybe a trade bait possibly. We'll see. We'll hang on to him for now. But yeah, I'm not sure we got Cashman. So maybe we need an outside linebacker. So I'm saying QB, safety, outside linebacker, offensive line. I'm actually all right with the defensive line. We might need another pass rusher, somebody that can get to the quarterback. But I think that's what we're going to go with now. Taking a look at the draft board. So there's 2 top QBs, McAllister and Callaway. So we have 2 shots of guys there. It's just sitting at the number 6 pick. The teams in front of us, if they need a quarterback, it's going to be a little rough. We might have to try to trade up. But if they value that quarterback, I mean, we're not going to get anywhere near. So that is a big risk going forward. And we might have to give up that 11 pick and the 6 pick to try to move up at some point. But we'll see at the teams. See the teams at the top that really think about a quarterback. Offensive line, the way it is in Madden, you can usually wait later on for them. You can find really good value in like the 3rd and 4th rounds. There's some pretty good linebackers. Moody looking pretty good. There's some guys later on that look very good. Yeah, Baxter, not too bad there. 1st round grade. Looking at safety, looks pretty good as well. Livingston, looking Raheem Winston. Wow, 7.3 grade in the combine. Trey Batista's undrafted, but they have a 1st round talent on him. Wow. So that could be something you can see down the line here. Overstreet the corner could be a pick as well. We'll see. And then Beal the right tackle looks pretty good as well. I mean, he's a 3rd round talent and 7th round grade. So we'll see. Here we go. Draft we go. They got Dwayne Haskins. Do they go quarterback? I don't think they will. And they're going to go Kyrie Kemp, the receiver out of South Carolina. So here we go. Philadelphia, they got Carson Wentz. So I don't think they should go quarterback, right? Yeah, I think we should be good here. Next pick. No! They go Anthony McAllister. They go quarterback. So it looks like the Eagles are done with Carson Wentz. Wow. Wow. So that means we got to try to make a trade now. Because the Bucs are on the clock. Winston's gone. You know they're looking quarterback. They haven't signed anybody. Callaway, oh man, this is going to be rough because if the Bucs want him, they're not going to be willing to trade this pick. We'll have to try here. So we're going to give them both 1st round picks for this 3rd pick. Let's see if we can do this. And it's not even close. And then, oh man, the Bucs take Jordan Callaway. So we miss out on Joe Burrow in free agency. Jordan Callaway and McAllister both go in the top 3. We are now sitting. There is no real, looking at the quarterbacks, there's no real top prospects other than those 2 guys. That was really it. Wow. Interesting. So we got now number 6 pick. This Flipovich goes to the Patriots. So now we got to look at other positions. Obviously, this team needs a whole lot. There's no doubt about that. But we really were thinking about quarterback. Man. All right. So you got Donnell Fox, wide receiver. Not too bad there. Pretty good. Top cone, top 20 shuttle. So you know his acceleration is going to be good. Good deep threat. 4.4, 140. So you know he's going to be in the 90 speed. Cliff Reed, another receiver. 4.43, 6'1". Got some strength there, so you know his leaping ability with a broad jump is good as well. Robert Baxter, outside linebacker. Let's see what he did. Pretty good. Good acceleration. 6'4", 253 speed rush to the outside. That could work. Rashawn Moody. He's only a 5'11", but 243. But look at his grades. 4.57. Good broad jump, 3-cone shuttle. Pretty good on the bench as well. Maybe this is the pick. Rashawn Moody. We need an outside linebacker at a good combine. He's an early 1st round grade. I think we go over Sean Moody here with the pick. And he's going to be a 74 overall, hidden development. It says we reached his true value as rank was number 13, but still. 86 speed, 80 acceleration, good pursuit, good block shedding, good play rec, decent awareness, good strength at 81 actually for the size. So not that bad of a pick. We wanted the quarterback, but we'll take the pick there, and we'll continue on here in this first round. So we've got a pick here at number 11 coming up. Robert Baxter's, and he was a 74 guy we're looking at. He goes to Kansas City. Atlanta's going to take Cliff Reed, that wide receiver, 73 overall. And that is going to now put us on the clock. So let's see what we got around here. We still got some, maybe offensive line. Chris Hunt there, left guard. Looks pretty good. His strength's a little low. Let's go down the list here. Raheem Winston. We do need safety. Oh, man. Look at his bench. 25. He's running 4.54. A power, A minus pursuit, B play recognition. Man, I don't know. I think maybe this is the pick. We need a safety bad, but Ricardo Overstreet looks pretty good too as a corner. But he's only 5'9". I kind of like taller. Let's go Raheem Winston. 6'4", 202, 22 out of Michigan. So another Michigan guy. And he's a 76 overall, hidden development, 9th in true talent. 87 speed, 75 tackle, good zone coverage at 70, 92 acceleration, 77 play rec, 86 hit power. So we might have missed out on the quarterback, but I tell you what, the 2 draft picks we just got look to be fantastic and guys we can continue on here through the year. So pretty good picks. We will take it. Would have loved to get one of those quarterbacks, but we get some really talented players and positions we need. We need an outside linebacker. And we needed a safety bad, and we got it. So there goes Hunt, the guard we were just looking at. He's a 77 overall, man. Wow, that could have helped out for sure. But there goes Ricardo Overstreet to the Ravens. Pretty good there. Vikings take AC Doolittle receiver. Oh, man, only a 68 overall. That's not really what you want to see as your first-round pick. Obviously, we'll take a look at the Bears, Vikings, and Packers picks after the draft to see what they took. Obviously now, got to get in that mindset now. No longer, with the Panthers. No longer the Saints, Bucks, and Falcons. So now it's all about the Bears, the Packers, and the Vikings. And it's really cool. I have to say, playing in this division, the rivalries are so old. It's so cool actually playing this. I'm really, it was a debate. Which team to go with? And I'm glad this Lions team. It's going to be really cool playing with the Lions and trying to get them to a spot they've never been to before. And it's going to be fun for sure. And it's kind of cool thinking about it now. We stuck in the NFC. So we're going to see the Panthers. That is no doubt. That team that I built will probably be, guys have been signed. We're going to see that team for sure. And they're going to be good. Next draft pick is going to be Artez Farrell, offensive line. He's only a 69 overall. Normal development. It's tough to tell because obviously with the skew right now in rankings this year, Madden, that's really, I guess, not too bad. So next pick, we're going to go through them now pretty quickly. Buck Cash, 68 overall. At least he has hidden development, so that is good to see. 6'4", 318. He is 88 strength, 76 run block and pass block. We'll have to work on his finesse pass blocking for sure, but at least he's got the hidden dev trait, so he can go up. I think we take Trey Batista here. Another safety. He's undrafted, but a first-round talent. And he's a 70 overall, normal development. So doesn't have any hidden development, which I was hoping he would have. But he does not. But still, 70 overall, not too bad for a guy that was supposedly supposed to go undrafted. We'll take Jonathan Beal next, right tackle. Just continue to add on to offensive linemen. I mean, his run block is not very good at 65. He's only a 67 overall, so maybe not the greatest pick. So it looks like this offensive line class, not the greatest. I thought it was going to be pretty good. Looking at the rankings, there's a lot of guys that had top talent, and doesn't look like it is. Our next 2 draft picks, we're just going to trade for next year's picks, and then we're going to go Austin Pace here in the 5th round, 67 overall, normal development. Another offensive lineman, needs really help in the run blocks, but his strength's pretty good at 90. And for our last pick here in this draft, we're going to take Le'Veon Stringer, 61 overall. Not even sure if he's going to really make the team. Maybe just throw him into the practice squad. And hopefully maybe he develops from there. So that's our draft. We didn't get the quarterback, but we got Rashawn Moody and Raheem Winston. Both guys look to be absolutely fantastic. Hidden developments. Hopefully one of them turns out to be maybe, who knows, an X Factor. We'll see. Maybe at least superstar. So those guys look fantastic. The rest of the draft, okay. Not the greatest. Offensive line is going to be an issue for this year for sure. Let's take a look at the rest of the NFL. So top pick was Kyrie Kemp, wide receiver out of South Carolina. He's got hidden development for Washington, so that'll help out Dwayne Haskins because Washington, I think, looking at it, they might have been one of the worst franchises so far in this, one of the worst teams in this franchise, but obviously didn't, a Redskins franchise a few years ago decided not to do that again. Anthony McAllister, the surprise. The Eagles go with Anthony McAllister, so that means I would think they're done with Carson Wentz. So maybe, thinking about it now, we need a quarterback, right? They just took their quarterback of the future and possibly now. That would mean to me they're done with Carson Wentz. We might have to take a look at Carson Wentz. That might be a possibility. We'll have to see what it's going to take to get him, but that could be a possibility for sure. Clifton Beckham, best player in the draft, 79 overall, hidden development, 92 speed, 92 acceleration, so it looks like the Redskins have some weapons. They definitely have some guys going forward that can do some damage, so maybe watch out for Washington, at least on the offensive side of the ball. Humphreys, he's a 77 overall. Callaway was a 77 overall, hidden development. So, yeah, it sucks missing out on him. Chris Wall's not too bad, 76 overall. Let's see, he's a hidden development as well. We were kind of thinking about looking at him, but, I was okay with the ends, but still, pretty good player there. But we got a good one in Winston, and we got two good players ourselves, obviously, so with Moody as well. So let's take a look at the Bears draft pick. Not too good. Doesn't look good there. Tyree Vincent, 63 overall, middle linebacker. He's only in normal development, so not the greatest pick there. So only 78 tackles, 77 hit power. Decent speed and acceleration, but still not what you want. Draft for the Bears, not the greatest. Let's go over now to the Green Bay Packers. Let's see what the Green Bay Packers have. So they took number 1 overall pick. Bill Benson, the cornerback out of Tulane, 67 overall, normal development. So, man, 67 zone coverage, 70-man coverage, so not the greatest first-round pick there for Green Bay. So I have to say, so far we've lucked out on the division rivals draft picks here. Not the greatest draft. So we'll have to take a look at Minnesota, though. So maybe Minnesota's got something here. Minnesota, first overall pick is going to be AC. Oh, that's right, Doolittle. Yeah, that wasn't good either. Normal development out of Southern Utah, 67 overall. Good speed. He's not, his catching's not good. If he just improves his catching, he's not that bad of a receiver. He just has to improve his catching, which, it's going to, that's always the thing with, you get some speed guys that just can't catch and never turn out. But that's going to be, maybe, we'll see. Once we get on the line, we'll obviously see him in the future. But looking through free agency here with the draft being over, you got Derek Carr sitting there. So obviously I just talked about Carson Wentz. But do we get Derek Carr and then hopefully maybe get a quarterback next year? He's not too bad. He's okay. He could be serviceable. But I think let's go try to get Carson Wentz. First, I think we got Hunter Renfrow sitting here on free agency. I think maybe we sign him. He's a pretty good slot receiver. Give you that target underneath, kind of like, like an Edelman or a Welker type, quarterback. But Carson Wentz, 30 years old. Obviously, they're done with them. They've drafted themselves a quarterback. They don't want Carson Wentz anymore. The Eagles haven't really done a whole lot in this franchise. So maybe Philadelphia's just had enough, and that's it. So you can see he's kind of declined a little bit. I think we got to take a shot at him. It might cost us a lot, but I'm fine with it. It gives us a quarterback. We got Ezekiel Elliott in the backfield. We're going to have to build up the weapons a little bit receiver-wise, but, with Jefferson, Shark, and now Renfrow, we got Hawkinson. So we got some guys. He's on a 2-year deal. He's making like $30 million a year, but it's only 2 years, so it's not like that bad. So we're going to have a backup center, a first-round pick this year. I know it's a lot, and then a second next year, and it gets the job done. So Carson Wentz, welcome to Detroit. He ends up winning 1 Super Bowl there in Philly, but he was not the starter, obviously. Nick Foles ends up winning the Super Bowl the year he was having a fantastic year, Wentz, and then obviously gets hurt. But now in Detroit, you have a chance to turn around a franchise that has never won anything. You have your chance here. You're only 30 years old. So Carson Wentz is now our quarterback. Who would have thought that? So this is the reason why I was saying a lot earlier, why I want to be the owner. We're going to rebuild. I am not a fan of domes. I am not a fan. I know you're playing in Detroit. I understand. But I don't like domes. I want to play in the elements. I want a team that's, you know, in the snow and the rough. I mean, Green Bay plays freaking outside. We want a stadium. This is going to be the last year in this dome stadium, and this team, this Detroit Lions team, we're going to be tough. We're going to play that that smash mouth football. We're going to get at it when it gets in those later months and it's, 15, 20 degrees. We're ready to play. That's what this franchise is going to be. We're going to be rough, tough, and we're going to win some games. That's exactly what's going to happen here going forward. So that's going to do it here. So we have a new team in the Detroit Lions. I cannot wait to get this going. It is going to be, it's like a re-energize. I'm ready to go. Fantastic. Building a new team. We got new players we're going to have to learn. It is going to be fun for sure. There's no doubt about that. What we're going to do is probably skip the preseason, go right into week number 1, and that's going to be awesome. You can see week number 2, we take on that Panthers team I built, so that is going to be, wow, okay, that's going to be interesting for sure to play all these guys that I've drafted and brought over to Carolina. But that is going to do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for all the support. I hope you guys like this. I hope you guys will enjoy it. I think it's going to be great. But that's going to do it for this one. If you please leave a like, that would be great. And subscribe if you have not to. That would be fantastic as well. But I will see you guys in the next one. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.